So I was on Instagram earlier looking at Connor Murphy's page, trying to get an update on him. What I find intriguing is psychosis. I've been through it. I've been with friends that have been through it, tried to help friends that were going through it. So that's something that's very interesting to me, and this is the first time I've been able to follow it on a Instagram feed, because he's famous and, he's an influencer. And, I've watched a few of his videos, even back in the day, I've watched a few. And, it's a sad thing to watch. It's a scary thing to go through. It's a scary thing to watch somebody else go through, you know? I don't know him personally. I've never talked to him. I don't know anybody close to him or anything like that. It's just like most people, I know him from the internet. So, anyways, I was going through his comments and posts to try to find an update on him, and there was one on there from apparently somebody that knows him well, and that was with him. Um, it seems like a reputable source. I mean, this is just the information that I'm getting off of the internet, so you never know what's the whole truth and what isn't. But this is hours ago that this post was. I mean, there hasn't been any updates. I think the post said, 12 hours ago or something. Anyways, there hasn't been any updates since that I could find. But it says that he left his card, money, and phone with his dad or whatever, his roommate or whoever that was there. And he was supposed to drive himself to a mental hospital, or someone was going to take him to the mental hospital, and he just drove off, one of the two. And of course, he didn't show up. He just left and went missing. Um, no one knows where he's at, apparently. Um, it's been a little while, so maybe they found him now and just haven't updated anything yet. But I don't know. But like I said, I've been through a psychosis myself. I've seen people go through it, and I'm 100% convinced now that this is not an act. I wasn't at first. I was skeptical, just like other people were skeptical. But now it's just gone way too far, out of the realm to be an act. At least in my opinion. Um, like I said, the psychosis factor of this is interesting to me, and it's something that I've tried to study and tried to get more information on. Even though I've been through it and seen other people gone through it, it's something that's very hard to explain or understand. Even going through it, trying to dictate what was real and what wasn't, still to this day, it's been years now, and I still have a hard time deciphering what was real and what wasn't. That's how powerful um, this is to your brain. It completely fucks you off, completely. Um, and I seen a couple people post on the comments that these people that were with him should be held liable for his actions, and you know that's I don't believe that to be the case. I don't think anybody should be held liable for his actions except for himself. There's nothing that you can do to somebody that's acting like that to change their mind. Okay, this is something that is either going to end with him in a mental hospital, which is probably going to be the case, you know, um, and that's what's going to help him, is getting into some sort of clinic or hospital somewhere where he can't leave, for a couple of days. That's the only thing that's going to help him, because if he continues to be out there, doing the drugs, staying in this state of mind, there's going to be nothing anybody can say to him to sober him up or to get him to get out of this. And he can get out of this. I don't think he's done permanent damage to his brain, but it's a possibility. I don't think it's going to be the case for him. I think that if they're able to get him into a clinic, and I'm not saying the family, because I don't believe that that's going to be the case. I believe that he's either going to get pulled over in his car or get stopped by the police somewhere for erratic behavior. You know, that's normally what happens. Every time that I've been in a psychosis or my friends have been in a psychosis, that's the only way it happened. Was them getting arrested, and 9 times out of 10, when you get arrested, they'll send you to a mental health facility. They're not going to send you straight to jail because you know you're basically insane at that moment. And most of the time they'll be able to tell. Sometimes they don't. You know, I've been in jail countless times where they sent J-Cats in there that shouldn't have been in there. You know, but the thing is they just you just have to let this play out the way it's gonna play out. In all honesty, you know, it's unless he is able to go far away from where he's at and the people that he's dealing with now, you know, to a family member's house or friend's house, then that's the only way I see it happening. That's the only way is him getting arrested and going into a mental health facility. You know, that's the only way. Or the hospital. I mean, the hospital is another good one. You know, they take you to the hospital. They'll sit you in there for about 72 hours. You know, and they'll pump fluids full on you, and you know, you'll sleep, and your brain will work itself out, and you know that's the only way I see it happening. So, you know, I hope nothing more serious comes of this. You know, but I'll be watching, just like everybody else is going to be watching. Um, it's pretty much all I have to say on this. You know, my prayers go with him and his family.